Gimmick pay-per-views today, especially in today's WWE, are beginning to annoy me because, you usually use these big gimmick matches for storylines. The end to a feud usually culminates in a Hell in a Cell match or a TLC match, which makes the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view and the TLC pay-per-view just completely irrelevant in my opinion. But I will applaud WWE in 2009 because there was a gimmick pay-per-view that I actually thoroughly enjoyed. Not the show itself, just the concept, was Breaking Point. The main matches were a submission-style match. You had a submissions count anywhere match, you had a submissions match, and then you had the I Quit match. I actually liked the concept of the show. And ultimately, I can see the reason why WWE would never want to do this show again, because the first show fucking sucked. We kick it off with Jericho versus the World's Strongest Tag Team. Now, granted, we've probably already seen this match 17 fucking times, and Jericho goes over, which is good. Both of those tag teams were really good, in my opinion. I liked Jericho. They actually delivered good as a tag team. They had good promos, they had good moments. I liked them. World's Strongest Tag Team, it would have been nice if they held the tag titles once, but I'll allow it. This match was a solid opener, but it was not great either. Kofi Kingston versus The Miz for the U.S. Championship. Again, we've probably seen this match already, but a decent match. It was not great, but ultimately, it did set up. You eventually saw what WWE saw in 2009 with Kofi Kingston. You were spotlighting him, especially in this U.S. title match. You were spotlighting him. Then you spotlighted him. Was Bragging Rights the next? No, you spotlighted him a couple months later at Bragging Rights, and then you had the big feud with Randy Orton. So I liked the fact that Kofi was starting to get spotlighted here. Then you get, honestly, the best match on the card. It's just a shame that hashtag WWE Logic is back again, because this match went third. And in my opinion, it should have main evented, because nothing followed it. Legacy versus DX. The first ever submissions count anywhere match. They brawled all over the arena. Hell, Ted DiBiase got fucking thrown through a table filled with condiments from catering. How funny is that? Anyway, really damn good match. Legacy goes over, which is really damn good. But it's in the middle of the card. They had a good feud, these guys. They had good ring chemistry, in my opinion. But the match went third and was followed up with a bunch of crap. The first bunch of crap was the 5-minute and 50-second debacle known as the Singapore Kane match, known as Kane versus the Great Khali Part 3. As if the first two matches weren't satisfying enough, they decided to follow up their great efforts of WrestleMania 23 and SummerSlam 2009 by having a Singapore Kane match. Kane versus Khali again. Moving on to our next match. Christian versus William Regal for the ECW Championship. One of my favorite matches from this card. It was solid. It was definitely a hell of a lot better than their 8-second debacle at SummerSlam. Really damn good match, in my opinion. Then you get to the two reasons why I hate this show. John Cena versus Randy Orton in an I Quit match. Yeah. The Cena-Orton I Quit match was not that good, in my opinion. I did like the storyline, I did like the stipulation, where if someone interfered on Orton's behalf, he would have lost the title. I did like that. But I just didn't like this match. And the reason why I didn't like this match was we've seen this fucking match already. We saw it at Night of Champions involving Triple H in the Triple Threat match. We saw this match at SummerSlam. Now you're going to see it here at Breaking Point. And then you're going to see it again at Hell in a Cell. And then again at Bragging Rights in a 60-minute Iron Man match. Good God. You couldn't think of anything else to give these guys at that point? Really? It's just not one of my favorite matches. And it's not one of my favorites because we've seen this match before. Maybe not an I Quit match, but we've seen Cena versus Orton 100 fucking times. Give us something different. We're begging for something different now and 7 years later. And you didn't give it to us then either. Good God. But ultimately, the second biggest reason why I hated the show was the main event. CM Punk versus Undertaker. Submission match. World Heavyweight Championship. Why in the hell are you rehashing something from 12 years before? Not a good match. Which is a shame. Because the match they had at Hell in a Cell the next month was really good. The match they had at WrestleMania 29 was damn good. You know why it was damn good? Because I was there to watch it. Just kidding. It was actually a really good match. But, you know, you have Teddy Long come out and turn heel, and it becomes all about him, and you have Scott Armstrong screwing CM Punk, not CM Punk, The Undertaker, locking in the Anaconda Vice. It was just dumb. They keep rehashing old stuff over and over again, and it just gets on my nerves sometimes, especially with the Montreal Screwjob, and every time they do it, it's like we've already seen it done. We saw it done 1997 with Brett and Shawn. We saw it done the next year at Survivor Series 1998. It's stupid. Like, it happened before. Stop rehashing it and bringing it back. I get it that it took place in Montreal. But why are you ending the show like that? You know, it made sense back in 1997 because Brett was leaving with the title. But now it doesn't make sense. And Punk beating The Undertaker like this, and I really liked Punk in 2009. His heel run in 2009 was spectacular. But this match sucked. And this show sucked. Other than the one great match that was buried in the mid-card. Honestly, this match should have mid-carded CM Punk versus Taker. That should have been third. Followed by Christian William Regal, followed by Cena versus Orton, followed by tag match, submissions count anywhere match. And honestly, Khali versus Kane should have just never happened. But ultimately, I could see why WWE doesn't want to bring this show back, because hashtag WWE logic.